Lions TV, full time from the den via iFollow, via Lions TV Towers. It finishes Millwall 0, Blackburn Rovers 2. That was really, really poor, wasn't it? Really, really poor. They do seem to be a little bit of a bogey side against us. And I can't dress it up in any other way than to say that was truly awful. It was truly awful. However, I am going to defend the manager. And the reason I'm going to do that is I was panicking badly because we was in free fall. He wouldn't change things. He wouldn't change the way we play, wouldn't change the clientele. He then did those things, signed a couple of players I like the look of, started playing longer balls, which we needed to do because the way we was playing wasn't working. And in spite of having a lot of good players injured, in spite of him getting COVID this season, in spite of no fans being at the games, which I don't really like to take in consideration because everyone's had the same issue. You know, despite Callum Davison leaving the club and going off to manage St Johnstone successfully, it's all had an impact on Rowett. And I still don't like the way he plays. And I want to say this, what someone just said in my live stream. This is it under him. I said it before. It's not going to get any better. However, it's a results business. And we sit now in 11th place, 9 points off the playoffs, and I think 14 points clear of the relegation zone. I don't have a problem with it. I know I'm going to turn these cameras on every week, and I'm going to be a little bit down, a little bit dismal. Even if we're winning games, it's not very exciting, is it? In midweek, I have to hold my hands up for the last 20 minutes. It was exciting, but it wasn't quality. And then some people may argue, mate, you can't have both. You can't have quality and excitement every week at Millwall. I do understand that. But it's just really poor. But I'm at ease with it. And I take my hat off to the manager now. I still don't really want him at Millwall long term. But, as I said, the injuries we've got, the players we've got injured, where we are as a club, the things that have happened during the course of this season, it's been one tough old slog for him. I'll take my hat off to him in that aspect. So we can't really argue. However, today, I mean, look, Bavarsson, at the end I've said I can't believe Bavarsson's played 90 minutes. He shouldn't be playing 90 minutes ever for Millwall. Matt Smith is not a 90-minute player. If you play Matt Smith, you might have to take him off after 75, but he's going to offer you more than Bavarsson. At least he has that goal for it. Bavarsson has just got absolutely no bollocks. Nothing about him, no desire, pulls out of things. He's just like a fucking zombie. He's got nothing to offer. But listen, I'm not blaming him for the defeat. I'm not really blaming anything. We just looked how we had looked, other than maybe the midweek and a couple of games previous, just dejected, just done, just run out of steam. The pitch looks even more fucking run out of steam than the players. But listen, we are where we are, and I can't knock it really. Strangely enough, a lot of you now are knocking it more. I was knocking it when we was 10 games without a win. I was knocking it when we was nearly a year at home without a victory in the league. I was knocking it when he wouldn't drop Parrott, when he wouldn't drop Bennett. But today, again, he's got things wrong in my opinion. But that isn't the be-all and end-all. He took Billy Mitchell. He's the only one who had any energy in the game. Our only injection of energy. He's taken him off early as well to put Smith on and left Woods on. Again, Woods got caught on the ball a couple of times. I'm not blaming Woods for the defeat. I don't think he's any worse than anyone else out there today. But the one player we had that was full of energy and full of desire was Billy Mitchell, and he's taking him off. You could argue he's trying to save Billy's legs because he's been out injured a long time, because he started 2 games on the bounce. But I think it was more of a tactical switch, because if he had put Williams on for Billy or Thompson on for Billy, you could have argued they'd gone like for like. He's gone and he's put Smith on. I keep thinking he's left Bavarsson on for 90 minutes, but what can he do? Bradshaw's out, Zahore's out. We do need to take all this into consideration. Look, it is what it is under Rowett, and he's going to get us to the end of the season. A fair play to him, 4-4 doing that. But I don't think when the fans back next season, I think a lot of you are holding false hope with the fans back next season. Oh, we're going to get players in the summer, which we probably aren't. We're going to get a few loanees in. I don't think it's ever going to change. I think a Millwall side should be full of kick, bollock and bite, desire, chasing lost causes, flying into tackles, getting the crowd rolled up. And I don't think it's ever going to be like that under Rowett. I think it's going to be very mundane, very dull, very, how can we protect what we got and how can we nullify the team we're playing today? It's never going to be this. Fucking go out there and have a go and give the fans what they want. I understand we're Millwall, we can't always do that in the Championship, but it'd be nice to try it sometimes. But listen, again, in slight defence of the manager, first off, we haven't had a shot in the game. Other than Scott Malone again with a great strike from distance. It's the post towards the end. You could argue that Matt Smith should have headed in pretty much with his first touch, but he heads wide. You can't hold the gaffer accountable for that one. But we don't create anywhere near enough. If we do get crosses into areas, there's no one in there. And at the other end, we are honestly, I don't like saying this, we're so fucking unlucky. I mean, we've allowed them to have the ball in and around our box, two players just playing 1-2s with each other. I don't know where the fucking midfield or the defence were at this point, by the way. We allowed them to keep playing, and eventually it goes in the DAC. He sends fucking George Evans for a hot dog, turns, comes back on his right foot. He strikes going to the way Bolkowski was running, and he hits Hutchinson and flies into the roof of the net, bang in the middle of the goal. That's 1-0. And then their second goal, Cooper and Hutchinson, Cooper overplays, put Hutchinson in his shit. And the strike, Jake Cooper does everything, jumps in front of it, gets a block on it, and it flies and fucking hits Sam Gallagher in the chest and goes in. So we're very unlucky, but at the same point, we ain't helped ourselves because we ain't had the shot in the game. And we lose the game by 2-0. They're definitely... Oh, there will have to be a post-match analysis of that because no midweek game, is there? And I think rightly so. Router needs to have a rethink. That pitch needs a rest, definitely. Can't wait to get rid of that fucking thing. It's like Southwark Park by the end of the season. And no game until next Saturday. So that'll give the gaffer a chance to get legs rested, have a rethink, and hopefully we go again next Saturday for our game, which I have absolutely no idea what it is. As that running the fan channel, I don't even know where we're playing. But there you go. I've had enough for one day. It finishes Millwall 0, Blackburn Rovers 2. Come on, you Lions.